Today I thought of discussing the topic of confusion. Confusion is an emotion that I think plagues us on a day-to-day basis. There is not a day goes by where we are forced or we encounter a situation rather where we are not able to decide whether to go this way or whether to go that way, or whether if this is the right decision to make, if that is the right decision to make. Sometimes we take counsel of our loved ones or our friends and whoever's advice that we rely upon. But confusion is something that it is there. It is something that we cannot run away from. It is something that just creeps up on us, I feel. But I feel I'm inspired to talk about this topic based on one of my paintings. It's called Entangled. If you look at the painting, you'll understand it looks like complete chaos. But when I painted it, I took a long time with the process of sketching it. I took a really long time because I made sure every fiber that is woven through another fiber, through everything. So if you look at it very carefully, it looks entangled, but at the same time, every fiber that begins has found its way out of the loop successfully. So when I painted it, I had written about it. I have a habit of writing down my thoughts and emotions with the process of every painting, and this painting is really old. I painted it in 2011. When I finished this painting, I had written about it, saying that a thought, any thought or any emotion or any feeling or any decision that begins in the brain, that begins within us, will successfully go through the finish line if we have a little bit of clarity and we nudge it towards the finish line. But that does not happen. It does not happen usually, because a thought or a feeling or an emotion that begins usually goes through a process, gets entangled with another thought or an emotion that requires your attention in that particular moment. And this thought has gone through this loop into another loop, because there's a third situation and a fourth and a fifth. So this thought, which we have to focus on, instead of going through smoothly, I would say, to the finish line, it gets entangled with all other thoughts and situations and circumstances. But that's life. And how we navigate this one particular thought, because we are bombarded with hundreds of thoughts in a day. But just let's say this is a very important thought. It's plaguing a major side of the brain, and it needs to find its way. How do we do that? It only happens with a great amount of clarity. How do you bring clarity to any given situation or a thought or an emotion? How do you get clarity? By detaching yourself from that entire process. Easier said than done, but yes, you have to detach yourself. By that I mean, don't obsess, don't push that thought, don't push that emotion, don't plague that circumstance. That go, finish it. We've begun this. Let's finish this, because you're in a rush. That thought or that emotion is not in a rush. It will take its time. It will, if you leave it alone, it will navigate itself through. Even if there are a million entanglements in its way, it will navigate itself to the finish line. Just have to leave it alone. By that I mean, it's easier said than done. Be patient. That's one of the virtues that we have. But yes, other than being patient, detachment is a very important ingredient in this recipe, I would say. So it's an intense emotion, and I thought of discussing about this today.